Today marks the 10th anniversary of the Obergefell versus Hodges decision. The landmark ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage across the country, and 2 Kentucky lawsuits were consolidated in that historic case. In today's Moments That Matter, senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton sat down with 2 of the original plaintiffs as they reflect on the journey to marriage equality.
Outside the Supreme Court, joy. In the narrow 5-4 decision, the court said today same-sex couples do have a constitutional right to marry in all 50 states.
We went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court to do this. This is more than just freedom for gay people. This is freedom for all Americans.
We're here in the Fairness Campaign office where each year we construct a human balloon float for the Kentuckiana Pride Parade. And we'll be joined by the plaintiffs from Kentucky in Obergefell v. Hodges, the historic Supreme Court ruling that made marriage equality legal all throughout the land. We knew that we wanted to uplift the marriage equality plaintiffs and the plaintiffs' attorneys that started their work right here in Kentucky on those 2 cases, Burke v. Beshear and Love v. Beshear.
We filed our lawsuit, Burke versus Beshear, in 2013, and that was just a month after the Supreme Court rendered its decision, its Windsor decision and its Proposition 8 decisions. Both were very favorable towards nationwide marriage equality. I will admit we were pretty ignorant about the way the whole court system worked. I didn't really understand the way that the case might potentially move up. I mean, we filed our case because we wanted just the state of Kentucky to recognize our legal marriage from Canada. We got legally married in Canada in 2004, and our case was just asking the state of Kentucky to recognize our legal marriage from another jurisdiction.
I guess there was a roadmap at the national level, some national organizations, and we weren't on it. And we kind of made a joke as like, well, we made our own entrance ramp and we're on it now.
So our attorneys, as they were looking to kind of broaden their pool of plaintiffs to participate in this case, they were looking for other couples who were legally married in other jurisdictions.
And we had gotten married in Connecticut in 2010, so we'd been together a long time. We just considered ourselves married. Anyway, it was just a matter of the state and the country catching up to recognize it. The Burke lawsuit came to be, and it was thought that it would be better if our lawsuit got merged with theirs.
At first you just say, oh yeah, we'll do that. Well, yeah, sure, we'll just file and let's go with it, not realizing every little thing that is going to be involved, every step, every person, every thought process.
So we didn't set out to be that couple in the forefront. And, we've said all along, this was never about one man or one couple. And that's why we typically refer to it as the marriage equality plaintiffs, because it was for everyone. Yeah.
10 years has gone by pretty quickly. I think over the last 10 years, we had thought about what it would be like to reach the 10-year mark. But, I'm just so grateful that here we are 10 years into it. And gosh, we're still together. Also point out all the other plaintiffs who were part of the Kentucky lawsuit. It was Obergefell. All those plaintiffs are still happily married.
We see it as others see it almost, that, well, that's a big deal. And then sometimes we'll catch ourselves saying,
wow, do we realize?
We did a thing.
Yeah.
Look what we did a thing.
Okay, see if I need one.
After the decision in 2015, we really felt like we had accomplished something by sticking with it and doing what we could for as long as we could. So I don't think we have any regrets at all about our experience.
We were at a Pride event and someone introduced us as the marriage equality plaintiffs to a younger lesbian couple. They didn't know what that meant. And the people that introduced us said, doesn't that bother you? And we said, no. That's the point. That's part of why we wanted to be a part of this case. Yeah. Is that so those that came after us, those younger couples, didn't have to go through what we went through.
And as we continue our Pride Month coverage, you can find those interviews and more in our Pride special, Love and Legacy, Kentucky's Role in the Fight for LGBTQ plus marriage equality. That's available right now on the free WHS 11 Plus app.